Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my frozen home, my igloo in Livingston, Montana. Okay, the date today is the 27th of October. It's Tuesday, and it's 11:16 a.m., and I'm kind of late with this little bit of news that I'm going to bother you people with. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I want to reiterate as strong as I can about winter travel in Montana. When these roads get icy and snowy and all that stuff, travel is dangerous. Do any of you folks understand the word dangerous? Mother Nature rules. Your great big Dodge pickup or your Ford or whatever have you doesn't. It's just that simple. Because if you've got a heavy lead foot, there's only one thing that's going to happen. You're going to get in a wreck, and more than likely you're going to die. It's just that simple. But people, they come to Montana and they see this wide open country, and they see the speed limit for the most part is 75 to 80 miles an hour, except for the truckers, which don't make them happy, and all of that stuff. But you can't drive that fast in the wintertime. As a matter of fact, according to Montana law, the Department of Transportation, this is what they've got to say about it. This is what the Highway Patrol has got to say about it. You have got to drive according to the weather conditions. If you're in a whiteout or you got black ice all over the place, if you're going to drive 80 miles an hour, you're not only breaking the law, but you're going to die. D-I-E. I've made at least 8 or 10 videos on this subject. Now, I've got an article. I've got it minimized. I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to read it to you. Okay, so hang on here. This is just further proof of what I'm trying to say to you folks. I don't get all uptight because I'm trying to do this for the betterment of people that travel to Montana. Okay, let me bring this up here. All right, now this is taken, I hope, let's see, KTVQ.com, whatever. It's one of our local news outlets. But anyway, here it is. Columbus. This accident happened. There was 2 guys that got killed over by Columbus, which is about halfway between here, east of Livingston, Montana, and going towards Billings, okay? Columbus. Two tow truck drivers were struck and killed by a passing vehicle while trying to recover a disabled vehicle from an Interstate 90 ditch near mile marker 413 east of Columbus, Sunday at 6:20 a.m. And that's one heck of a time to be out, because on Sunday at 6:20 a.m., I know it was colder than a well digger's rear end, okay? According to the Montana Highway Patrol, not the well diggers thing, but okay, that's what they've got to report. And by the way, while I'm doing this little speech here, I know doggone well there's one group of men and women that would appreciate me doing this, and that's the Montana Highway Patrol. Okay, here's the rest of the story. A 28-year-old man from Reed Point and a 37-year-old man from Billings had 2 tow trucks set up in the eastbound passing lane on I-90 when they were hit. And what they're talking about, when they were hit, they were bodily slammed into. They weren't sitting in their tow trucks, They both died at the scenes. Their names have not yet been released. They've been released by now, because I just found this out yesterday. My wife was reading a bunch of stuff off of Facebook. I don't use social media, but she's a Facebook junkie or whatever. Don't get mad, Penny. I'm just kidding, but not really. Anyway, their names have not been released. According to the Montana Highway Patrol, now listen to this, an 18-year-old man from Utah, an 18-year-old man which means from Utah, which means an out-of-stater that don't know jack and nothing about these roads up here in Montana, was driving a 2016 Dodge Ram 3500. That's a 1-ton truck, by the way. There's a 3/4 ton. No, it's a 1-ton truck, pulling a travel trailer and didn't see the brake lights illuminate on the semi-truck in front of him, whose driver was slowing down for the tow trucks. And I know that those tow truck guys probably had signs out and flares and all that. They usually do all that. Like accident ahead. You know what I mean? Okay. The Greenville man moved into the passing lane to try to avoid a collision with the semi when he hit the two tow truck drivers. Speed is considered a factor in the crash, according to MHP, Montana Highway Patrol. Alcohol, drugs are not suspected to be involved. Road conditions were icy at the time of the crash. The Greenville man, I think I mean Greenville. Greenville, Utah. The Greenville man was wearing a seat belt and not injured. The semi-truck driver, a 54-year-old man from Wadden, Minnesota, was also uninjured and wearing a seat belt. So you see, this clown from Utah, he's going to have to live with this all his life. He comes up on this accident, he just can't slow down or doesn't pay any attention or doesn't have enough coffee in him or whatever. So he moves over into the east lane where this wreck was and these wreckers were and plows right directly into these individuals. They weren't in the wreckers. They were out there on the side of the road doing something and killed them dead. And it's my understanding that 37-year-old from Billings had a wife and 6 kids that he had to leave behind. Yeah, this kind of stuff here really craps me out just simply because it doesn't need to happen. I've done a couple of videos as of late. You guys have seen it and how much snow we got here, and the roads are really icy, especially when the wind gets to blowing and things melt and freeze and all that other stuff. Mother Nature is the boss up here when it comes to traveling on the freeway here, I-90 that especially goes through Livingston. Excuse me. There's been many truck 18-wheelers that have come blasting down I-90 going east or west. It doesn't make any difference, and got blowed right off the road by the wind. They thought their trucks were tougher than the weather. The weather is the boss when it comes to driving, and you must adjust your driving habits, your speed, and your safety, and all that to match the weather. That's what the law up here in Montana says. And if you don't pay attention to me, you're going to die. If you think you're going to drive 80 miles an hour on icy, black ice, blizzardy type roads, you're a damn fool. You're a damn foolio. That's what I've got to say here this morning. There's no reason at all if those two guys had to be literally run over. But that's what happened. And the only reason why I'm making this video like this is not for views or any of that, because I don't do any of that. I don't do ads. I don't do the Patreon thing. I don't even ask for thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't ask for subscribers. I'm not into this for any of that crap. But what I am into this for on this particular video right here is watch your arse when you drive up here in Montana, especially in the wintertime, and it applies in the summertime too. The weather and the road conditions rule. You and your fancy pickup don't. It's that simple. Ladies and gentlemen, take to heart what I've had to say. We shall see you on down the trail. Take it easy and adios, my friends. Now I got to get out of here. 10 minutes on this file, good.